Hello everyone, and welcome to our Inside Finance television production, an inside look into the nation's business. I am Ruth Roberts. Support for medium, small and micro enterprises, MSMEs, is critical for job creation, sustainable growth and national development. Consequently, the government of Grenada continues to seek opportunities and financial support for these entities still recovering from the negative effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Recently, the CARICOM Development Fund, CDF, signed a loan and grant agreement with the government of Grenada for the second cycle of the Country Assistance Program. Acting Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Honorable Gregory Bowen, signed on behalf of the government of Grenada and the Grenada Development Bank, which is the implementing agency for the fund.
The signing of the loan and grant agreement for the second cycle of the Country Assistance Program on behalf of the government of Grenada and Grenada Development Bank with CARICOM Development Fund for micro, small and medium-sized enterprises could not have been more appropriate, especially due to the volatile economic environment and the economic pressures created by the pandemic that is severely hurting these MSMEs. As we are aware, the micro, small and medium-sized enterprises are fundamental for job creation, personal and national development. Therefore, access to affordable and concessionary financing are critical to secure and drive sustainable development of all economic sectors. Noteworthy, the National Sustainable Development Plan 2030 to 2035 and the nationally determined contributions require a comprehensive investment pathway that will facilitate interventions in alternative energy, environmental conservation, organic farming and green projects, ecotourism, projects with foreign exchange savings generation potential, agro-processing, manufacturing, and the cultural arts.
Minister Bowen says the government of Grenada is committed to the sustainable development of small and medium-sized enterprises. Acting Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, the Honorable Gregory Bowen.
The concessionary loan of $4 million at a rate of 3% and a grant of $520,000 create the opportunity for these MSMEs to access affordable financing to diversify, modernize, transition, and develop, thereby improving liquidity and economic viability that will result in job creation, economic development, preserving the environment as we strive to attain the National Sustainable Development Plan 2020-2035 and the second nationally determined contribution.
Chief Executive Officer of the CARICOM Development Fund, Grenada Inside signed on behalf of the CDF.
This is a significant time for us because we view these programs that we are going to sign off on today as contributing to the efforts of the government to help with the recovery of the economy, recovery of businesses in the context of a severely impacted environment, COVID-impacted environment.
Mr. Suma says the CDF remains a valuable partner to the government of Grenada.
So with the 4.5 to the Development Bank, the grant for the Youth Enterprise Project, we have a total allocation of $5 million to Grenada. bringing your country program to a total of close to $6 million US, having already financed capacity building for the Grenada Bureau of Standards, as well as the Mirabeau meat processing facility. So it is a fairly diverse program, but at the same time targeting the critical sectors that are going to be important for economic recovery, job creation, food and nutrition security, and stimulating economic activity generally. So we really look forward, after executing these agreements today, to working very closely with the bank, the Ministry of Agriculture, and the other implementing entities to ensure that they are successful and they have the intended impact on the Grenadian economy and support the government's recovery efforts.
Executive Officer of the CARICOM Development Fund, Mr. Rodinel Suma. Chairman of the Grenada Development Bank, Mr. Jeffrey Gabriel, highlights the main purpose of the loan.
As I understand it, this is the second line of credit that is being disbursed to us. The first one I understand was in 2013 of $3 million, and it is really a loan to the government of Grenada, with the GDB, Grenada Development Bank, as the executing agency. The purpose of the loan is for on lending to small and medium-sized enterprises, and these include but not limited to sole proprietorship, companies, partnership, operating in all economic environments. However, emphasis will be placed on existing businesses that have demonstrated the potential to expand and in need of some more financial support. Agriculture and agribusiness will be high on the agenda, especially those value-added processes. Youth-based, youth-managed businesses, specifically in ICT, information, communication technology, and energy efficiency. So we want to thank the CDF. It is a defining moment for us, and so without much ado, I say thank you once again, and I can assure you that we will put these funds into good use.
The General Manager of the Grenada Development Bank, Mr. Morgan Lord, said that lines of credit are valuable for supporting critical sectors of the economy.
Now, as a development bank, the GDB does not take deposits. Consequently, lines of credit are invaluable for the sustenance of the bank, but even more important, for assisting in the socio-economic development of this country. We must thank the CARICOM Development Fund for the US $4 million. I also want to thank the CDF team. We had a meeting this morning, and from that meeting, it appears that CDF is willing to work with the GDB and the government of Grenada to best meet the needs of our end beneficiary. And in any financing program, to us as a bank, that is the most important.
Mr. Lord showered appreciation to CARICOM Development Fund and the government of Grenada for their valuable support over the years.
I must, however, though, place on record the bank appreciation to the government of Grenada for the vital support in allowing the GDB to access funding. And if I can provide some numbers, from 2013 to 2021, through the government of Grenada, the bank was able to access $79.1 million. And Minister, I think you will be happy to know that we disbursed over $123 million.
The Finance Minister also highlighted the importance of an injection of finance into the local economy.
The government of Grenada extends its appreciation to the CARICOM Development Fund for its continued partnership, support, and strategic initiative, and welcomes future support as the nation continues to develop amidst economic volatility and climate uncertainty affecting all facets of society. Only 2 days ago, I had the opportunity to advise the bank in the ECC region I suppose it works for the whole of CARICOM, where we boast of great liquidity, but we're not seeing the commensurate investment in the local economies. And that is something we have to be very watchful about. So here is our organization through the CDF investing in our local economy. And those persons will have placed their monies in our local financial institutions. We should see every day, ever so often, significant sums going into strategically placed, yes, but getting into the local economy to support the initiative from the Caribbean Development Fund. In this context, therefore, I want to pay special tribute to the CDF and to say that we will continue to work in close collaboration to ensure that the input into the economy goes a long way in the development that we so need through the region. Jobs, sustainability, climate protection, etc., etc. I thank you, the CARICOM CDF team, and we look towards the GDB, where I'm saying going from strength to strength, and are showing great aptitude for working together with the government and with other financing organizations to meet their role. And just as it's a development fund, I think we have the right partner, the Grenada Development Bank, to implement the plans and projects. So thank you once again, and we look forward to receipt and to place these funds into the best use for our country. Thank you.
Acting Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Honorable Gregory Bowen, bringing us to the end of our program for today, focusing on the official signing ceremony of a loan and grant agreement between the CARICOM Development Fund and the Government of Grenada, with more than $4.5 million in support for medium, small, and micro enterprises. This is our Inside Finance television production, an inside look into the nation's business. I am Ruth Roberts. Please join us again next time.